Hi, this is Paul from Outerloop Coaching and outerloopcoaching.com. I'm with you in this video to talk about how you can succeed in music. I've got 6 tips for you. I think these are crucial. If you're not doing all 6, you are doomed to fail. So let's get to it. The first idea goes against what almost everybody tells you. You'll hear over and over again that you need to say yes to every opportunity, and this is bogus. The truth is, you need to say yes to the right opportunities and say no to the wrong opportunities. Why are the wrong opportunities wrong? Because they can ruin your brand, because it will ruin your ability to make a great first impression. Not every opportunity is a good one. Some opportunities are going to ruin your career, or at least ruin your ability to turn on that fan who is there. Every fan matters, and making that first impression on that fan is crucial. That fan could end up spending thousands of dollars on you over the course of your career. So making that great first impression requires saying no to the wrong opportunities. Now, you aren't going to always know that that was a wrong opportunity until after you're in it and you go, oh man, why did we say yes to this? Trust your gut. The second thing you need to do, I did very effectively as a musician myself a long time ago. This was a plan that I put in place in order to keep the band together and always make sure that we were focused on trying to reach our goals. And what I did was I made sure that there was an always next. An always next is the next thing that you are looking forward to doing. It can be collaborating with someone for songwriting. It could be working with a producer. It could be going into the studio. It could be going on to a tour. It could be anything, as long as it's something that you and everybody you're working with is looking forward to next. In order to be effective, you're going to need to have 2 of these lined up at all times. So that way, when you get done with one, the next thing is right there and everybody's focused towards achieving it. When you have something always next, it makes it very, very hard for somebody to decide that they're going to go on to another opportunity. If you always make sure that the next 2 things you've got lined up are heading you closer to your goal of becoming successful as a musician or as a songwriter or as a performer, then you will always be making progress towards that destination. So always have an always next. The third idea, great content done consistently over time. This is Mike Mowry's best advice. I love this. Always create great content. Be productive in making great content. Put it out consistently, whether it's weekly, daily, or it's twice a month. It's some sort of consistent schedule that you are always putting out great content, and continue to do it for weeks, months, and years at a time. You will grow your audience. If you get nothing else out of this video, doing great content consistently over time should be the thing that you commit yourself to doing. The fourth idea is to passionately serve your fans. Your fans are your lifeblood. They are the ones who make everything possible. So you need to passionately serve them. Serve them with great music, with great performances, great content on your social media platforms. Passionately serve them great merchandise, and you will be blown away with how they answer back. They will answer back with more attendance at your shows, with buying more of your stuff, with all that stuff. But don't do it just because you need it for you. Do it because your music can change their life and you passionately care for them, so you passionately want to serve them. The number 5 idea is the most vital of all of them. You have to do this. You have to create great music that people want to hear. When you make great music that people want to hear, you become irrefutable as an artist. Nobody can say no to you. Opportunities will happen, good, bad, and otherwise, and you will be kept busy taking advantage of all of the great ones. All of the content that you put out will be great, but your music has to be great first. So collaborate with other songwriters. Work with great producers. Find ways to get better at your craft so that what you create are better songs, recorded better, sounding better, and finding ways to make sure that the music that you're putting out is music that not just you, but fans want to hear. This is absolutely key and perhaps ultra obvious to growing your audience, but don't forget it. As you go through all this content, all these videos that I make about how to make better choices for your career, at its absolute core, an unforgettable moment to it is that you need to always be making great music that people want to hear. Lastly, always be working. The hardest work of your entire career is what you're doing right now. You're your own manager, your own booking agent, your own publicist, your own social media manager, your own digital marketer. You're doing all this stuff yourself, and that won't always be true as your career progresses and grows, but it is true now because you don't have the resources to give it out to other people, and you haven't yet convinced a record label, a manager, or anybody else to help you out. So you have to do it yourself, and you have to always be working at it. All of those roles could very easily be a full-time job. Someone could stay busy 40 hours a week just making the calls as your booking agent. But you don't have one, and you don't have 40 hours a week to be a booking agent. What you do have is 5 to 10 hours to be a booking agent, 5 to 10 hours to be a manager, 5 to 10 hours to be a publicist, 5 to 10 hours to be a social media manager. Geez, somewhere in there you're supposed to be a songwriter and a musician, right? But it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of work. So brace yourself, be committed, and do the work every single day. Show up for yourself and make your career better by doing the work that you need to have done. These are the 6 things you need to do in order to succeed in music as an independent musician. Make sure that you have goals and they are achievable and measurable, and that you are going after them every single day by staying true to these 6 items, and you will get there. Just keep showing up and keep putting in the effort. Keep believing it's possible, because I know it is. For you, the harder you work, the longer you work, the more possible all this becomes. Just be great at your music and commit yourself to the work that needs to be done. If you're committed and you want this work and you want this success and you are looking for ways to do it, perhaps a lot more specific than what we talked about in this video, I've got a playlist right here. I want you to go check out those videos. That's where I'll be. Come on over. In the meantime, like the video, hit a comment down below. Be sure you hit the bell so you get notified of future videos, and subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate it, but I'll see you on the next video.